The summer is here and so is the brand new Dacia Duster, and I have with me the 404 version, and in this video we will do the full review, interior, exterior, material quality, technical data. At the end of this video you will find out everything about this new Duster 404. Also, I will have a separate video on my channel where you can see the car on the road. We will test the consumption, the dynamics, and everything about driving feeling will be in that video, so don't miss it out because it will be really interesting. Now let me give you some technical data and then we will start with exterior, interior, and all that information. Very important, guys, is the fact that this new Dacia Duster is built on a brand new platform, CMF-B, the same platform as Dacia use it also on the new Jogger, new Sandero, and Logan. This platform allow the car to have more space in the interior, and also it's able to install a mild hybrid system and a full hybrid system on the car. And Dacia claimed that with this new platform come a lot of improvement. One of these improvement is the rolling noise, and Dacia claimed that they improved the sound insulation by -2 decibels, something that of course we will test in the test drive video. So I'm really curious because when I tested in Spain, first time, the sound insulation was really good. I mean, from the previous version to this new version, it's a big improvement from my point of view, but of course we will test it as well. But official -2 decibel better. Another important improvement that Dacia bring, and from my point of view this is one of the most important improvement, is the fact that now Duster it's significantly improve the dynamic behavior by optimizing the anti-roll bars, increase the stiffness of its anti-roll bars. The vehicle achieve a significantly reduced in body roll, 21% for the front wheel drive version, and for this 404 version down to 17%. The increased stiffness of the chassis is compensated during off-road driving by an all-new electronic management system. The great part is that from now on you will have a greater stability when cornering or changing direction. So from my point of view, guys, this is one of the biggest improvement, having a little bit stiffer suspension and allow the car to get the cornering a little bit better. I already did a test drive video where I drive on a twisty road, and there you can see how good the car was able to take that corners and how good it stays on the road. So from my point of view, it's a big improvement, and it's one of the most important improvement that they bring to this new Duster. The front skid plate and the rear skid plate are dyed in mass. What mean that? That means it's painted together when it's built. That means if you scratch those area, even if you scratch it, it will hold the same color, and this is incredible. This is an incredible new technology. Also very important is the fact that all those areas around the car, it's made by a material recycled, 20% recycled material called Sparkle, and Dacia with his engineer kind of invent this new material that goes all over around the car. And you can see also in this area here, if you look closely here, you can see 20% recycled material. And also I like the fact that they still keep those little white points inside the plastic that signify that the plastic is recycled 20%, and everywhere you look around the car it will use this recycled material, and this is incredible. Not only that, it protects the car, and you can see also it's a little bit extended here. It has like 2 centimeters, 2.5 centimeters outside that protect the paint of the car in the most important areas. And for me, guys, I mean, this is really important. It has that raw car looking, and from my point of view, this is the Cybertruck of Europe, or the Cybertruck of Dacia, and budget Cybertruck, because it also have this raw looking and also these super useful materials. And from my point of view, the fact that you can get this car at an affordable price with all this raw terrain look, I love it. And the fact that Dacia think about recycle, environment, and all that stuff, it's really important. Another thing to point out is the fact that Dacia choose to not use any more chrome. So we don't have any chrome on the car, and that also help the environment. Good choice. The approach angle has also been improved, 31 up to 31 degrees, and also the departure angle up to 36 degrees, plus the ventral angle 24 degrees. Those are really big, good improvement from the previous version. The brand new Dacia Duster 404 come with this terrain control transmission, and it has 5 different driving modes. From Eco, where it gives you the best economy, Auto, that allow the car to automatically distribute the power between the front and rear axle according to the wheel grip and speed. Then you have snow optimized trajectory on slippery road, and also that has to do with the traction control and anti-skid settings. So yeah, very smart system. Then you have the mud and sand for unsteady terrains, and then you have off-road, top performance on taut terrain, very similar to the current or previous Duster 404 lock mode, but with some differences, because here they add the advantage of automatically and optimally distribute torque to the front and rear wheel accordingly to grip and speed. So it's much more improved than the previous version. Those are all, and from my point of view, they are super useful and very important, all those driving modes. And I already test them a little bit in Spain, and I have to say that the performance of the car, it's quite impressive for the price that they offer, and the fact that it's a consumer 404 car, I think it's pretty good. The great part with the hood, check this out, even on this price range, it's automatically. And here is the engine. Of course, the car was through some tough terrain before I get it here, so it's not so clean, but this is for the first time when Dacia use this mild hybrid system on a car. It's a new generation 3-cylinder 1.2 turbocharged petrol engine using the Miller cycle, reduce pump losses, optimize efficiency, and use a 48-volt mild hybrid motor. This electric motor helped the car when start or accelerating, reducing the CO2 emission by 10%. It also provides more power during acceleration than the existing TCI 130 model from the previous generations. Also, this TCE 130 powertrain, it's available only with a 6-speed gearbox manual transmission on a front-wheel drive system, and also on this 404 version. And I know you're waiting for the price and the technical data. The version that I have with me, as I said before, is the 404 Extreme version, and it's almost full option, but I want to give you the starting price. The starting price of this 404 version in the Extreme version, it is 25,300 euro, and here, depending what kind of option you add to the car, the price can go up to 27,000, I think maximum 27,000 euro. From my point of view, a very good price for what this car offers. And also, as I said before, it comes with a 1.2 liter 3-cylinders inline, 130 horsepower, 230 Newton meters. It has a 6-speed manual transmission, top speed 180 km per hour, 0 to 100 in 11 seconds. The trunk space 456 liters, and if you fold down the seats completely, it can go up to 1,548 liters. More than enough space to carry a lot of stuff. The fuel tank capacity 55 liter, turning circle 10.86 meters, and the weight of the car 1,390 kilograms. The ground clearance 21.7 centimeters on this 404 version. On the other versions, it's almost 1 centimeters lower. The fuel consumption that we will test in the test drive, 6.1 liter, emission 137 CO2 grams, and the gross battery capacity for this mild hybrid system, it's 0.8 kilowatt hour. And I had a video on my channel where I explain you how this is working, and also I will explain you in the test drive video a little bit better how this is working. Now guys, let's talk a little bit about the small things, exterior, interior, and in the end we will take the conclusion together. This is the key, by the way, the same key as on the previous version. What you can do with the key, just lock and unlock the car, open the lights, so you can see right now if I press it, the lights turn on and off, and also unlock the trunk. It didn't come with automatic liftgate on the trunk, but you can unlock it. The cool part is that when you go close to the car, it comes also with keyless entrance. That means if I come close to the car, check this out, I don't even need to touch anything and the car it's unlocking directly. I love that. When you are close up to 1 meter to the car, it will unlock for you. And if I go farther away, check this out. The car will just lock automatically after 2-3 meters maximum. And the great part is that it comes also with electric folding mirrors on this version, and this is for me super important. When it comes to design, I like this rough look of the car. It's the affordable Cybertruck from my point of view, and I like the lines and the fact that the car it looks really powerful and it stands out on the street. To be honest guys, I drive the car until here today, and when I was on the streets, a lot of people looking at the car. I'm not sure why. There's a reason. Probably it's beautiful, probably it looks strong and nice, or probably they are attracted from this Duster. I'm not sure the reason, but this is really important. And I mean, every single person that saw the car was like, oh, it looks nice. So every single person that know me really liked the car, so I like it also as well. From my point of view, the design, it's almost perfect. I don't know if I would change something to the design. Also muscular, strong. I like the fact that the grille up here, it's a little bit smaller. We have the new Dacia logo, a little bit of white insertion here, air intakes. It looks really nice. I think it fits quite nice on the car. Also with this sandstone color, that if you want it optional, you have to pay around 700 euro extra. Is the most expensive color that you can get on this car, but from my point of view, totally deserve it because it looks just phenomenal, the car on this color. Then if you go down here, you have also another grille that allows the air to go inside and to cool different areas. When it comes to design of the headlamps, it looks lovely. I mean, the turning signals LED light on the upper side, this wide design that they use also inside the car and in some certain areas look wonderful. You can see the low beam LED light and the high beam, it's on normal halogen light. This is something that I would change on the car, but other than that, the design wise look really cool. Also, I like very much this strong design of the air intakes, and those are real air intakes that make the car much more aggressive. Also, the air will flow around the car, improve a little bit the aerodynamic. It comes with 6 parking sensors, and not only because those sensors are used also for the safety features. And a little bit lower here you have the fog lamps, yellow fog lamps, normal halogen light, but it's good that it's here from my point of view. Also, another cool thing is the fact that you have those protection here that are a little bit more extended, so even if you hit something or scratch the car, you don't have to worry too much. This is something that I like and I appreciate very much on Dacia car in general, and also on this Duster, is the fact that it's an affordable car. It's a car that you don't have to worry when you go park it somewhere that someone will scratch it or hit it or something like that. You just drive and think about, focus on your daily task and daily work, and you don't have to worry that, oh, someone scratched my car, oh, something happened, and so on. This is the front end from my point of view. Really strong, really nice, and also it has some add-on here. Those lines on the hood here, you will see it when we go inside the car. When you drive the car, also from the interior, you will see how strong and how nice they look, and that make you feel special when you drive the car. And let's don't forget, here on the windshield you have a camera up there, and also the sensors for light and raining, plus the camera that allow the car to use it for lane assist and reading the traffic speed limits. And this is also a nice safety add-on to the car that from my point of view, it's very important. And also very important is the fact that sensor for the light right there work in combination on the top end versions. When it comes to switching between low beam and high beam, now it's automatic, but only on the higher trims. So that's something to point out that comes new on this new Duster as well. Otherwise, if you come here, I want to show you that you have a nice Duster design and painted around here on the windshield that shows you how it goes up on the mountain or something like that, and also this signify a little bit off-road. It's a cute thing there. This sparkle material you already see, super useful. I love those protection around the wheels, plus you have Duster writing here. Those are 18-inch wheels, and those are optional even on this extreme version. Usually it comes with 17-inch rims, but if you want to have those 18, you have to pay 350 euro extra. From my point of view, totally deserved, because they are look much nicer and much more row. Also, you have this new logo in the middle. Then you have ventilated brake discs on the front, normal brake calipers. Also, it comes special with those all-season Continental tires made special for this car, and they are a little bit different than on the previous version, much better for rough terrain. Then going here on the side, the same story, the same sparkle that comes everywhere in this area under the doors. A little bit higher, you have in copper the mirror cap. Then you have the turning signal. It's a normal halogen light. Plus, if you look at the mirror, it's so big, and you have super good visibility from the interior. And let's don't forget the extra optional blind spot technology in the corner. Also, the handles of the car, very nice, painted in the same color as the car. Also, the quality, it's pretty good. And I was surprised today to see that the door sounds really good. You hear that? Really good quality. And then I was wondering, why is that? And then when I opened the door, I look about the rubbers around, and I noticed that even down here they add some extra rubber, but even here, usually here was no rubber at all, and probably that's why the door sounds really nice. And even on the rear, check this out. Open the door. This sounds better. This sounds even better. Love it. And this is the handle, also pretty nice. Nice integration here, also a little bit better, more aerodynamic. And also if you look here, rubber here, that's quite nice. And even here you have rubber. Really cool. I mean, the quality has improved on this new version. Otherwise, this design here look pretty much similar with the previous version. And on the down part, you have some rubber up here, tinted windows here and here. It looks pretty cool. Some matte plastic between the windows. I like the fact that on this extreme version, it comes with those modular roof rails. So you can put it vertical, or you can also put it horizontal, or however you want to put it. And those are not only that they look good on the car, but also super useful because you can add an extra trunk there. In the back here, the same protection that extend a lot. Those are the same rims, but here on the rear, on this version 404 version, you have the drum brakes on the rear. That's something to point out, that it's very important. 21.7 centimeters. The ground clearance is quite high, so you can get with this car on almost every situation and every terrain. Here on the upper side you have the radio antenna. Even though it looks big, but it has a nice design. I mean, it really fit with the raw design of the roof rails, for example, and the raw design of the car. I mean, it makes sense. If you would put this antenna on another car, maybe it didn't make sense, but on this Duster it totally makes sense, and it looks quite nice. Then you go to the roof spoiler that has a super nice design. I really love the line, super aggressive, super square shape. Also on the side you have some plastic mat, and then in the middle you have the brake LED brake light, tinted window on the rear, and also this window, it's heated. Then you have the wipers a little bit lower. You have Dacia writing in this copper color. It's kind of a three-dimensional shape. Here you have the reverse camera and LED lights to the number plate. This is really cool. I saw so many other expensive cars that didn't have that. Then if you go on the side, you see this new Y design to the tail lights, and they are kind of really nice. And also in the middle you have here the turning signal. If you look from the back, it looks really cool, and it fits really nice with the design of the car. Now on the right side you have 404 sticker, and on the left side you have Duster also on the sticker. This bumper that's also much extended in the back, and it looks really nice. 6 parking sensors. Here normally is the reverse light, that it's a normal halogen light, and then on the other side you have the fog lamp, that here it's also a normal halogen light, plus the exhaust pipe. It's a little bit lower so you can see it under the car. They didn't design special an exhaust pipe. I like this raw look of the car even on the back. Attention to detail, guys. This is the door that opened the tank, and man, I was impressed not only about the design, but the quality of this door has slightly improved. And look at this 55-liter tank. Man, I really like that. I really appreciate this attention to the details. Manual lift gate, of course, but very easy to open it. Now, when you go here, you have a handle up here to close it. You have also those U-clip that they install it almost everywhere. You have up here, you have up here. It comes with a new smart system U-clip, probably you saw before because I talked about that in a previous video. Here you have also protection, this trunk protection that I will take it out to show you how it looks without it. Also, the entrance, you have a little bit of plastic. Those rubber come also standard on this version. And under here you have some huge space with a spare tire, and this is super useful. I mean, a lot of space down here. On the left side you have some tools to change the tire, of course, and some storage space. And on the right side right here you have this 12-volt port, plus you have this yellow bulb light in the trunk that can illuminate. But overall, pretty big. Now guys, if you want to take out this protection, you can do it relatively easy from here. And I like the fact that it's pretty light. It's pretty spacious here. It has a square entrance. You have a lot of space right here where you can put a lot of items. So from the point of view of space, you can't complain. I mean, even if you have 3 kids, you can put your stuff here without any problem going in holidays and so on. Practicality, it's great. Now, if you want to fold down the seats, guys, you have to fold it 60/40. You're not able to fold the middle part, and you have also a strap on the side, so you have to pull this strap and then push it forward, and then you're good to go. On this side, same story. You just pull this strap from here and then push it forward just like that. And this is the way it looks with those fold down. You can take out also this rubber protection, and now you can see a little bit better how flat the floor it is. And from my point of view, you can fit in here a lot of items. Really big. It's not 100% flat, but you can fit in here a lot of items. And if I go inside, you can see right here, because as you probably know, Duster come also with a sleeping pack. So that would be really interesting, because I think you can sleep here without any problem. So you can add a lot of stuff. So from my point of view, and also, yeah, pretty good quality for the price that they offer this car. You can see also from this angle how it looks, and yeah, from my point of view, look how big is that entrance. Super nice. Down here on the legs room, you still have plenty of space, even though the transmission tunnel is not that big. So that's super useful, because you can put down here a lot of items. Now, when you want to put back the seats, you have to pull the seat belt like that, and then you just push it. Otherwise, you will lock the seat belt between the seats. When you look at the design of the doors, I think it's very nice. Even though it's completely made in plastic, the design looks wonderful. Now, here you have the button feel great for the windows, and if you want to fold down the windows, you can fold it until here. It left around 2-3 centimeters, but the great part is that it works really fast. This mechanism is quite fast. Also, the handles are in gray and they feel pretty good quality. And down here you have the speaker. By the way, a little bit later in the video we will test also the sound system in the car. And here we have some storage space, not huge, but really useful. In the front, kind of the same story, but this time in the front, on this extreme version, in this area you have soft material everywhere. So everywhere here you have soft material where your arm it's resting, and this is really important. Plus this material here, guys, it's also very useful, because if you put some coffee or juice or something like that, you can wipe it and wash it so fast. So it's made special for extreme condition. That's why they call it extreme and something like that. Anyway, otherwise the same design, but here down you have much more storage space. Really useful storage space. You have a speaker here, a little bit higher, the same handles, and then you have the buttons right here that feels and look really good. Lock the windows, electric adjustable mirrors, fold the mirrors, all those features are very useful. Those seats from extreme version are really special. Why they are special? Because the material quality that they use, it's very resistant. So if you put water, if you spill juice or all kind of stuff, you can wipe it very simple. Also, they feel relatively good quality, and they have a nice design. I mean, with gray here, also in the front, you will see the front seats. Otherwise, they are quite comfy. I will go inside in a second to see how much space I have. You have 2 ISOFIX here. You can install 2 ISOFIX. You don't have an armrest right here, but allow you to have a much better comfort as a third passenger, and you will see that in a second. Behind the front seats, you have some stuff material with some storage space here. I like very much the fact that you don't have that plastic strong here. This is important. Then you have some storage space here, very useful. You have the U-clip where you can add different items. Plus, you have 2 USB-C ports that are extremely useful. Plus, the transmission tunnel is not that big, probably 7 to 10 centimeters, something like that. Plus you have those rubber carpets that are also really useful in those extreme situations of water and dust and all that stuff. I'm 173 centimeters and this is the space on my head. It's more than enough space. I have like 5-6 fingers over my head, more than enough space. Also on my legs I have huge space right here. Plus I can stretch my legs under the front seats almost completely. So from me it's really good. I don't have anything to complain. Plus it's quite comfortable here. The visibility is quite good. The window is quite big. You have also a handle up here. Here you have also a light. It's a normal halogen yellow light. And also the roof, it has a special, different, interesting design. I didn't see it before on other cars. It's kind of a nice gray color. Yeah, it's really interesting. When you go in the middle, as I said before, because the car doesn't have an armrest, it's much more softer and probably one of the most softest, comfortable middle seat that you can get in. It's quite soft, and even down here, even though it's not as comfy as on the side, it's a little bit more stiffer. It's still much more comfortable than other cars. And if we look at the space, I have 5.5 fingers here, and also on my legs room I have plenty of space, still plenty of space. So yeah, if I stretch my hands also, I think I can stay here without any problem. Medium long trips will be just fine. So yeah, from my point of view, it's pretty cool. Before we go in the front, I want to show you that dashboard from here, from the back, and it looks wonderful. It still keep that raw, nice, strong looking, and the steering wheel, it's one of my favorite piece in this car. Not only the shape, but it looks really cool as a design. So yeah, anyway, let's go in the front to talk about those things. The seats in the front, the same as on the rear, but much nicer design as on the rear. Plus you have those side supports, but the same idea. I mean, you have this gray with Dacia logo right here. It looks wonderful, but all this material on the front, and even the material here, it's kind of rubberized like that on the side support. In order, if you spare something on them, they will be clean super fast. So yeah, I really like them. Then you have this armrest in the middle that's also quite soft. You can adjust it. It's super soft, and it's also adjustable. You can also open it up and you have some storage space there where you can put different items. You have 2 cup holders. You have the manual handbrake. Also in the middle you have the wheel that we were talking a little bit earlier, and then you have the transmission right here in the middle, 6-speed transmission. Also we will talk more in the test drive video about it. And then in the front here we have some storage space where you can put a key or different items. Plus you can put your phone right here. I already have my phone here. This is so convenient and so practical. 12-volt port here, 2 USB-C ports. And if you go a little bit higher, you have all these physical buttons for the climatic system that from my point of view are perfect. They are perfectly positioned while you're driving to reach them out. Plus you have this wide design on the vents everywhere, and they look really raw and nice. Start stop engine button, it's located around here. And a little bit higher, let me go inside, a little bit higher you have this screen. Let me start the engine. Right now the engine is on, and you can see a little bit higher here you have also a U-clip where you can put your phone if you want to use your phone. I don't know why would you use your phone when you have this screen and multimedia system where you can connect your Apple CarPlay, your iPhone and your Android phone. And you can see right now I already have connected my phone, and you can see that every time you go to the car, once you connect it, you can access this Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Super simple, super fast, super convenient. We will talk in a second about the multimedia, but I'm just saying, I'm not sure if you really need that here. The steering wheel, guys, you can also adjust it manually. You have here down adjustment, up, down, forward, backward. This is also very useful. I like very much how they designed this area here, this kind of a gray color with duster writing. It looks nice. Down here you have the glow box, that's super huge. The glow box, it's very, very big. Here you have a speaker, and also everywhere on the dash you have plastic, but the dashboard, it's quite straight. I like that design of the dashboard. It's really interesting. Up here you have some normal halogen lights, plus the SOS button and the big mirror that have really good visibility in the back. Plus up here you have the vanity mirror without any light, but you can see yourself here without any problem. So overall you have a nice position of driving here. Sitting on those front seats, it's super comfortable. I drive the car a lot before and I feel really nice here. Plus the armrest is just perfectly positioned to change the gears. Also, I want to point out something. When you change the gears, the way it goes into the gears, it's quite smooth. And also put it in reverse, you have to pull it like that and then go front, and then right now you are in reverse. We will talk about that camera and those stuff in a second there. The only thing that I noticed is just one thing that I noticed I wish to be different, is that when you have manual transmission and you can get optional with electronic handbrake, something that I will recommend you. If you can do that, just go for that. The thing is that when you want to leave down the handbrake, sometimes this armrest, it stays in your way. So you have to do it just like that, or you have to go a little bit on the side. It's not a big deal, but it's just something that I noticed. Let's talk a little bit about the multimedia system. I like the fact that it's tilted 10 degrees to the driver. I love that. This is perfectly positioned. Also at height and also as tilt, it's just perfect to the driver. Now down here you have all the climatic controls, almost all the climatic controls, because you have those physical buttons down here where you can control different settings to the climatic system. For example, the vents, you can see from this physical button you can control it. You cannot control it from the screen, so you have to do it from here, just like that. You have maximum defrosting, you have automatic, and you have the position, plus you can turn it off from here. Here's the hazard light button and the lock button right here. They will always stay like here as an information. A little bit higher on the left side you see all the shortcut buttons for the screen. So here you have the home button. This is the home screen where you have the audio, you have the navigation, if the car have navigation, because you have to buy it extra. On Journey version it comes standard with navigation, the car, but on Extreme version you have to get it extra, something that to keep in mind. But on every single version you can connect your phone wireless, and that's incredible. Like right now it's my phone connected, so I don't even need that navigation or other options, because I have everything I need right here and it works really fast. Now this is the home page, then you have the media, and I promise you I will show you the sound system and how it sounds. And let me see if I can go to music on my phone, and right now I want to turn on this sound.
How much time do you reckon we have left to say the words unsaid? And how many days would you say that you had spent?
And this is standard sound system, and from my point of view it sounds really, really good. Anyway, going back here to the media, you have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, wireless, Bluetooth, and also you have the options to put your USB and hear different music and so on. Then you have here, if you connect your phone in the middle, you will have this shortcut that gets you to the Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. We have Apple CarPlay, and you can see it's wireless and it works so smooth and fast, and you have all the apps right here. Plus from the steering wheel you have this voice command, navigate to Paris. And you can use the voice command, press it for 3 seconds on the steering wheel, and look how fast it's loading. It's just fantastic. I mean, it works in combination perfectly. I like the screen, that it's very responsive, the screen, plus you have a nice brightness and colors, even if outside it's quite sunny. Up here you have 3 buttons over the multimedia, the buttons for the volume, you can adjust it from here, and also you can close it from here. If you press both, I don't know, no, it's not working, but from here you can also turn it off completely. Anyway, the next one here are the apps, where you find all the apps, device connectivity, radio, AM, calendar, Bluetooth audio, and then the settings of the car. And here you find all the settings of the car, from the sound settings here, in call settings and all that settings from the sound. It's here, network and internet settings, Bluetooth, location, privacy, apps, date and time, security. On the system you have a few other options like language. You can change the language units. You can see the storage and also which kind of system you have, and update and assistance, you find it around here. Anyway, going to the last one, the most important is the car. When on the car you find all the important settings. And because the car comes with this optional 360 degrees camera, it's so convenient to see what happened around the car. You have also those active lines that help you park the car in parking places. The front camera also with active lines. Look at this, the front camera had active lines. It's super useful. Plus you can see on the side, front side, left and right. This is crazy useful. Then you have my driving, when you see all the information about the car and consumption and range and so on. And then the driver assistance systems, you find here all the safety features. You can turn them on all. I will show you, because you have also a button in the left from the steering wheel a little bit later, and you can personalize it, and you can activate and deactivate wherever settings you want, like blind spot technology, driver monitoring alert, lane departure prevention, and all that stuff. I will leave it all on for the safety. Plus up here you have the comfort feature. This is the following distance. I will show you in the test drive and I will explain you how it works. And this is the parking with all the parking sensors. Plus, if you go forward, you have all road information. This is one of my blowing mind feature that I love to have on the car, and on this price range it's cool because you can see the cameras from this area, from off-road information. You can see the position of the car. You can see here the traction of the car and how electronic system work, how much traction it used the front wheels, how much traction it used the rear wheels in real time. So while you're driving, you can see a nice graphic here with what happened with the power distribution. So that's super smart. And then you have the vehicle here, settings, outside access. Here you can find all the settings from the doors, the welcome settings, then the wipers. Then you have the cockpit settings from the screen here. You can choose the brightness of the screen, the cockpit brightness, and the ambient color of the screen. That's also quite interesting, and it's great that you can change this as well. Anyway, let me leave it on green because I like it more. So you can see these green colors. Then you have the edit widgets. You can edit the widgets on the home screen and so on. And let me go back to the vehicle settings. Then you have the tire pressure that shows you here the information, and then you have the settings that you saw it a little bit earlier. So in general, this is the screen. Up here you have also some extra information about the brightness of the screen, and also Apple CarPlay or any other a notification that you can get. Otherwise, yeah, this is the screen. From my point of view, it's pretty nice. Manual adjustable seats. You can adjust the position up, down, forward, backward. Very simple. Normal pedals, so no aluminum or something like that. They're just manual. A little bit higher here you have the button to turn on and off all the safety features. So if you look on the screen right there, I don't know if you can see it, if you press it, you turn on, turn off all the safety features. It's great that you have this button right here to change them. Also, you have the traction control button. You choose the position of the headlamps, and then you have the start stop engine button. Here you have the Y vent. The cockpit, you saw before the steering wheel, how you can adjust it up, down, left, right. This is great. I love the steering wheel. The grip of the steering wheel, it's phenomenal. I really love the way it feels. I love the fact that it's a little bit bigger up here, so you have a very nice visibility into the cockpit. As I showed you before, when you're driving the car, you can see that nice hood, strong hood, and also the feeling being being inside the car. Otherwise, the visibility is pretty good around the windows. It feels like you have a strong car. You feel like you're driving something special. And this is something that I like. Even the windshield, it's a little bit square and it makes you feel special. It makes you feel different driving this car. Here you have physical button to set up the cruise control, and here you have physical button to set up different information on the cockpit. For the first time we have a digital screen, digital cockpit on the car, and this is super nice. Even though you cannot customize it too much, you can choose to see it like that, where you can see the RPM on the down part. You can choose to see it like that, where you have a much normal view or simple view of the speed, or you can choose to have it all the way up, where you can see different information about the car, lane assist and all that stuff while you're driving. Then you see a lot of information on the screen, from range to temperature, and up here information about the cruise control. And then if you go on the right side, here you have a nice graphic that shows you what happened with energy in real time while you're driving. Plus you can change that from there. You can see the distance that they made with the car until now, the consumption in real time because we didn't drive. You can also reset it. It has the climatic system on for a long time, and you can choose to see the direction from the navigation, plus eco monitoring, or you can see the position of the car in different angles when you go off-road. So smart stuff. I really like it. Even though it's not super customizable, I really like what they did with it. And plus, I showed you before, love the way they tilt the screen to the driver. You have much better visibility from the driver point of view while you're driving. That was the video, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get some useful information from this video with Duster 404. I can't wait you to test drive it and to write me down in the comment what do you think about the car. And also, if you want to see my test drive, check out on the channel, because the videos are probably already there, where you can see my feedback and my information on how it's on the road. In general, I hope I covered everything. I hope you get all the useful information from this video. If you like the video, if you find it useful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I will really appreciate that. From my point of view, I think this Dacia Duster free, it's an amazing car with a pretty good price for what it offers. And yeah, that was the video. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.